What is up, Wild Bunch? Welcome to day 56 of the daily. Let's get into it. Yeah, see? It looks like water on the side of the house. It's not. It's ice. Just like this door here is covered in ice because we're in Ohio, and in Ohio, winter doesn't let it go. In Ohio, winter grabs onto you in like September and holds a death grip on you all the way through March and sometimes into April and sometimes into May. Yeah. This is the game I've been playing on Xbox currently, Magic the Gathering 2015. I've been playing this freaking game since I was in high school. So that was like 92, 93. And I keep coming back to this game and then leaving it for a few years and then coming back to it. And now I've came back to it on the Xbox. So it's kind of funny. You know, when I started playing this game in high school, I had no idea that it would still be around freaking 25 years later. And it still is. Crazy. What a good game. Yeah. Winter does not want to let go of Ohio. Okay, guys. I have 3 stories to tell you about. They all demonstrate how emotion can inspire people to spend a lot of money. Okay, so this first story I want to tell you is quite sad. This happened just a couple days ago, you guys. It happened on the 17th of March. A mother of 2 is dead, and her ex-husband is in custody after he allegedly fatally shot her and then turned the gun on himself Saturday in an attempted murder-suicide that played out in view of shoppers in an upscale California mall. People confirms. That's People magazine. Terrible story. Parisa Siddiqui, 29, of Thousand Oaks, California, was fatally shot while at work in a retail store inside the Oaks Mall in Thousand Oaks. The Ventura County Sheriff's Office said in a statement obtained by People. The suspect, identified as the victim's ex-husband, Kevin Crane, 33, allegedly turned the gun on himself after he shot Siddiqui, say police. Crane is now in critical condition at a local hospital, say police. Crane has not been charged with the crime as authorities are waiting to see if he recovers from his injuries. Crane worked as a realtor at Pacific Rim, according to the company's website. On his professional bio, he claims he worked as a child actor with Disney and Warner Brothers. According to a source with knowledge of the Disney Channel series and movies credits, there is no record of Kevin Crane starring in Disney Channel series or movies. That's funny they mentioned that right there. I have no idea how that's relevant to this at all. It's really weird how I see people who write these articles slipping things into the article that has no relevance to the article at all. It's really strange. That's a topic for another vlog. Warner Brothers could not be reached for comment Monday. The couple had 2 young children together who were staying with family, according to the Ventura County Star. Authorities were able to piece together what occurred Saturday afternoon by looking at mall security surveillance footage and by speaking to eyewitnesses. Crane allegedly arrived at the mall at around 2:09 p.m. He went straight from his car to Paper Source, where Siddiqui worked, and allegedly argued with his ex-wife before shooting her. Authorities received the first 911 call at 2:17. A friend of the late mother of 2, who did not want to be identified, told People Siddiqui was the most genuine person she'd ever met. I can sincerely say she was just a loyal friend, a strong woman, and an absolute joy to be around. She was incredibly compassionate towards friends and always put everyone else first. I miss her terribly. On Sunday, the mall reopened after being locked down following the killing, according to the Star. However, the paper source remained closed and issued statement on a piece of paper taped to the store window saying store personnel were saddened by the loss of our beloved colleague and team member. The note added, our thoughts and prayers are with her family and most of all her 2 children through this difficult time, according to the Star. Siddiqui's devastated colleagues described her as a warm and loving mother, daughter, and friend, and a wonderful co-worker who brought her creativity to work every day. In a GoFundMe page set up to raise money for her 2 boys who were 3 and 4 years old, that's where the story gets really interesting. The rest of the story is a tragedy, but the GoFundMe account is where we really start seeing things pick up, right? So, not that things really pick up with a situation like this. It's extremely sad. But I went over to the GoFundMe account and I see our Paper Source family would like to honor the memory of our colleague, Parisa Siddiqui, who was a warm and loving mother, daughter, and friend, and a wonderful co-worker who brought her creativity to work every day. Parisa touched the lives of many in our Southern California stores because she always led with her heart and her joy was contagious. We have spent time with Parisa's family, and she leaves behind 2 young sons, aged 3 and 4. In memory of Parisa and her unfailing devotion to her children, we have started this GoFundMe campaign with a goal of raising $100,000 dedicated to her boys. We encourage everyone to contribute what they can, however large or small, in loving memory of Parisa Siddiqui. There was a saying that goes, I have heard that grief is another name for love. We are heartbroken over the loss of our beloved team member who meant so much to all of us. The campaign was started 2 days ago, okay? It's a very sad story, you know, and I think it touched a lot of people and it inspired a lot of people to donate money. They've raised $43,000, $43,441 in 2 days. 640 people have donated. Now that's a good example of how emotion can inspire people to spend money, right? In this case, it's horrible. It was sadness, but people hearing that story and being saddened by it inspired them to pull out their wallets and donate money. They were saddened by the story. They felt bad for those 2 children. They wanted to contribute in any way they could. It's a good example of how sadness, an emotion, a human emotion, affected people spending money. Okay? Sad story. Very sad. I will put a link to that GoFundMe account in the description of this video if any of you want to check out the GoFundMe page. You know, it's funny. We live in a 24-hour news cycle, and by next week, that story about that woman will be ancient history. No one will remember. But those 2 little kids, they're still going to not have a mom. So it'll still be a big deal next week for them. So if any of you see this and you're inspired, please go check it out and donate to the Siddiqui Fund for 2 kids. Okay, next story. Story number 2. How emotion can inspire people to spend money. There is a website. As I'm reading this, you're probably looking at it right now. And as you can see, the website is just 1 page. It's a 1-page website. It has very little sales copy on it. It simply has a headline that reads, how many people paid $1 to see how many people paid $1. Then it has a subtitle, find it out now. 1, click the button. 2, pay $1. 3, see the counter. 4, tell your friends. That's it. Then it's got a PayPal button, right? Very, very simple website, right? So let's read a little bit about this website and the story behind it. And then I'm going to show you guys, because I took one for the team to see how many people had actually paid $1. But let's learn a little bit more about this 1-page website, okay? This website charges you $1 to see how many other people paid it $1. How many people paid $1 to see how many people paid $1 is genius. To pry money out of people online, you don't necessarily need to craft an emotional Kickstarter campaign or plead for them to donate to your Patreon. Sometimes all you need to shake down a decent number of folks is a well-placed curiosity gap, right? how many people paid $1 to see how many people paid $1.com, a website created this spring by software developer Johan McCubbin. And if you want to know how current this is, this website we're looking at was created about 6 months ago, you guys. It was created about 6 months ago. Johan McCubbin is very good at taking money using nothing but the aforementioned question and a PayPal link. That's all it is. You give your dollar, and in return, you find out how many other schmucks also forked over $1. There's so many stupidly simple ideas out there that could potentially be lucrative, McCubbin told me in an email. He was inspired by the $1 Million homepage from 2005, which sold space for $1 per pixel. I find the concept of selling nothing for something really interesting. He said he was hoping to just break even on the domain name and hosting fees, but the results have been much better than he expected. Sometimes it's quiet with no payments for a week or so, and then it gets shared somewhere on social media and goes boom. Occasionally, someone will write to him and ask for a refund, which he'll give if there was a processing error or some similar glitch. Otherwise, you get what you paid for, and you paid for what is advertised, he said. Trying this myself, I encountered an odd loop. For every $1 I gave, it asked for another. I gave this website 3 of my own hard-earned dollars before asking McCubbin, am I doing something wrong or am I a part of the experiment? He tells me it's not meant to loop. When another motherboard tested it, it worked as promised, revealing the number of people who'd given $1. I won't tell you the number so as not to spoil the experience, but it is more than anyone has any right to make off of a website running one line of text and a PayPal link. I'll never get those $3 or my dignity back again. Okay, so with that being said, let me go ahead and show you what happened when I actually paid my $1, and I don't feel like I lost my dignity. I don't feel the same way the guy who wrote that article does at all. I think it's a really cool idea. Here's what happened when I paid my $1, guys. I took one for the team for you guys. I wanted you to see how effective, simple, good marketing based on emotion can work. The emotion in this case used was curiosity, a simple web page. This guy does nothing for it. It's been up for 6 months. I paid $1 to see how many other people had paid $1. This is how many people have paid $1 up until now. This guy's made over $4,000 on this website in 6 months. He hasn't done anything for it but let it sit there. And people share it, and people get curious, and they want to know. So there you go. Guys, I just want to say that I refreshed the page and it goes back to this screen. So if I hit back, it goes back to my PayPal. So it's like you don't just get access to it forever. You know what I mean? So like if in like 6 months, out of curiosity, I want to see how many more people have paid $1 in a year's time to figure out how much money this site has earned in a year. I'd have to pay another $1 to figure that out. So it's really cool, you guys. It's really interesting, and it's just based off the emotion, curiosity. Okay, so as you can see, over 4,000 people have paid $1 to see how many other people have paid $1. So this guy has made over $4,000, almost $4,500 on this one-page website in the last 6 months, and he doesn't do anything for it. People, it just kind of goes viral. People share it here and there because it's interesting. So this is a prime example how someone uses the emotion of curiosity to get people to spend money. That's it. It's pure curiosity. Just like he said in the article, it's the curiosity gap. Another example of how emotion is used to get people to spend money. Right? Pretty interesting. I thought that idea was genius, by the way. I happily paid my $1 to see how many other people paid their $1. Let's move on. The last and final story is my favorite of them all. Even though the first was the most saddest, I hate sad stories, to be honest with you. It's tragic. The second one was curiosity, and I love it. The third one is based on a different emotion altogether. So, Gatebox Virtual Home Robots want you to be her master. right? Now you guys, I know I'm developing a reputation on this channel for being like the YouTube channel that hates on artificial intelligence. Hey, that's a role I gladly embrace. I don't care if people think I hate computers. I make a living on computers. I still hate computers a little bit, alright? That's just the way it is. I think artificial intelligence is quite dangerous. I know a few, like last week I did a video on Amazon Echo, and now we're going to go back to the whole personal assistant thing again with Gatebox. Let's talk about this. Okay, so Gatebox Virtual Home Robot wants you to be her master, allows you to live with a projected 3D character automating your home life and being a companion. We're a few years away from physical home robots becoming reality, but that doesn't mean we can't have a virtual robot automating our homes and forming a companion of sorts. Gatebox aims to fill that role by offering a virtual home robot in the form of a projected 3D character living inside a glass tube. The Gatebox is a projection tube within which a character is projected who can partake in conversations and be hooked up to your home network in order to automate certain tasks, such as turning lights on or off or demanding your robot vacuum cleans for the floor. The introductory video demonstrates how Gatebox works. Let's go ahead and watch that introductory video. I think it's going to blow you guys away. Check this out.
朝ですよ。起きてください。ねえ、起きてってば。おはよう。
おはよう。
あ、今日雨が降るかもしれないから傘持って行って。
Don't forget
急
your
がないと
umbrella.
遅刻しちゃうよ。
行ってきます。
行ってらっしゃい。気をつけてね。
19ページ、商品のラインナップについての。
Unreal, man. She's gonna be waiting on him. She missed him.
なんかさ、家で誰かが待ってるって
Dude.
いいもんだ
Oh
な。
my god.
さっき思ったんだ。帰ってくるとき。おやすみ。
おやすみなさい。
Okay, so if you hadn't already guessed, Gatebox is a Japanese creation with a character taking on an anime look. Her name is Azuma Hikari, and she even has her own website. She's also classed as the first character with a distinct personality, 2 voices, hobbies, likes, dislikes, even a dream. So it seems likely Gatebox will gain the option of more characters to interact with in the future. Interaction is done through voice chat in person with a camera mounted at the top of the tube, ensuring Azuma is always able to look at the person she's conversing with. When away from home, an iOS or Android Gatebox app can be used to continue chatting with Azuma or to get her to do things in time for your return. The Gatebox is priced at 298,000 yen, which is roughly $2,600. It's not really surprising considering what's being offered. What's more surprising is the time you have to wait to have it delivered. The Gatebox isn't set to launch until December 2017. Guys, this article was written in 2016. As of today, you can buy a Gatebox. It's 2018. You can buy these things right now, but they still only speak Japanese. Alright? A US pre-order page is available, meaning an English language version is in the works, but the price to get one shipped over rises to $3,000, including shipping. It's a $3,000 virtual assistant companion. It's easy to view this as creepy, especially when Azuma holds up a sign on her website that says Master Now Wanted. However, an increasing number of people live alone, and if the Gatebox offers some companionship and help around the home, it could prove both useful and valuable point of interaction for people who are otherwise secluded. Guys, it's loneliness. It's the emotion of loneliness, which is a prevalent emotion in Japan, right? And look, who are we fooling? It's a prevalent emotion in all parts of the world, not just Japan. They happen to have a major population decline right now, so they're being picked on. But I promise you, there's a reason they're targeting US as their second market, right? It's also a big emotion that's experienced here in the US. Different people in all kinds of different circumstances experiencing the emotion of loneliness. So you got to think, what inspires someone to pull out $3,000 to buy a little virtual assistant box, right? Emotion, loneliness, and that's it, right? So anyways, this video is dragged on long enough. I will probably do another video about the Gatebox. I find it fascinating. I really kind of want to dig in on that one. But guys, I could spend another 20 minutes ranting about the Gatebox. And I don't want to do that to you guys here on this video, because this is really about how emotion is used to sell things. Alright? Now, in all three of these instances, an emotion was targeted, right? A specific emotion was targeted, and people were inspired, and that emotion was triggered, and they spent money. Especially in the case of Gatebox. I mean, they specifically created that product to target that emotion. They specifically knew there was a demographic of people out there who were experiencing severe loneliness, and they wanted to target them. In the case of the guy who did the $1 website, it was purely based on emotion. I mean, over the last 6 months, that guy's kicked back, and that website just keeps on paying him, right? It's made over $4,500 in the last 6 months, which isn't a lot of money, but considering the fact that it's 100% passive, he doesn't have to do anything for it, it just sits there and makes some money, that's pretty neat. He could probably do some actual form of paid advertising and amp that up and make like probably $400,000 on it, just based off the curiosity emotion alone. But anyways, whatever. That's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed these stories today. If so, guess what? I'm at 90 subscribers right now, and I want you to be number 91. So go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Give me a like. Give me some comment love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, everybody.